Hello, my name is Frank. I'm a Bulldog, and I've got some amazing news for you. Yesterday, I had the best day of my doggy life. My owner finally decided it was time to show me something more than just the backyard and the nearby park. And do you know where we went? To the beach. Yes, to a real beach with sand, waves, and most importantly, a ton of new smells. The morning started unusually. I woke up to my owner, instead of his usual grumbling and searching for the snooze button on the alarm clock, hopping out of bed with energy. He looked like he had won the lottery or found that his favorite cookies were on sale. "Frank, wake up. We have big plans today," he exclaimed, petting my head. I raised one ear skeptically. Big plans? Are we going to the store for new toys? But it turned out to be even better. While my owner rushed around the house gathering things, I followed him closely, trying to solve this mystery. He hummed a cheerful tune I'd never heard before. Finally, he pulled out my leash and said, "Let's go to the beach, buddy." The beach. I'd heard about it from other dogs at the park, but had never been. It's the place with sand, waves, and most importantly, endless space for running. We got into the car, and I settled into the back seat, sticking my head out the window. The wind blew in my face, my ears flapped, and my tongue hung happily out of the side of my mouth. Passing cars honked at us, and people smiled when they saw me. I'm the king of the road, I thought, enjoying the moment. My owner was also in a great mood. He wasn't even irritated by the traffic, which was unusual for him. Maybe he should get out of the office more often and enjoy life, I thought with a smile. On the way, we stopped at a gas station. While my owner paid for the fuel, I watched everything around me. There was a car with a little girl who waved at me. I wagged my tail in response. "Hello, little one. I hope your day is as wonderful as mine." Then I noticed a man coming out of the store with a huge box of donuts. Wow, that's breakfast, I thought. I wonder if my owner remembered to bring me something tasty. Finally, we continued on our way. The closer we got to the beach, the more new smells I noticed. The salty air, the scent of seaweed, and something else mysterious but incredibly tempting. When we arrived, I couldn't hold in my excitement. I jumped out of the car and immediately felt the soft, warm sand under my paws. It was incredible. I started running in circles, digging in the sand and barking happily. "Frank, not so fast," my owner laughed, trying to catch up with me. Nearby, a family with 2 children had set up camp and were building a huge sandcastle. I ran over, intrigued by their creative project. "Hi, doggy. Want to help?" the boy asked. I wagged my tail joyfully and began helping them dig a moat around the castle. The girl laughed. "Look, he's a real builder." My owner came over and apologized. "Sorry if he's bothering you." But the kids were thrilled. "He's helping us. Can he stay with us?" they asked. My owner smiled. "Of course, if Frank doesn't mind." We spent what felt like an hour building the castle. I never thought digging sand could be so fun, especially when it made someone else happy. When the castle was done, the kids decorated it with shells and flags. "Thank you, Frank. We couldn't have done it without you." I felt proud and thought, maybe next time we'll build a whole city. After that, my owner decided it was time to try the water. He took off his shoes and stepped into the sea up to his ankles. "Come on, Frank," he called. I cautiously approached the water. A wave hit the shore and washed over my paws. "Whoa, that's cold." I jumped back, but curiosity got the better of me. I stepped closer and tried to lick the water. Ugh, salty. I was surprised. How can people swim in this? My owner laughed. "Don't be scared, you'll get used to it." We started playing with a ball, throwing it into the water. I tried to catch it, but the waves kept pushing it further away. At some point, I decided to swim. My paws worked like crazy, splashing water everywhere, but I was determined. I can do it. I'm swimming, I joyfully thought to myself. My owner clapped. "Well done, Frank, you're a real swimmer." But after a few minutes, I felt exhausted and turned back to shore. Okay, enough heroics for today, I decided, catching my breath on the sand. A group of young people with guitars and songs had set up near us. They were very friendly and invited us to join them. My owner gladly agreed. Why not? Great day to make new friends. They started playing, and I sat nearby, listening to the music. One of the guys offered me a piece of sandwich. Want to try? I sniffed it carefully. Ham and cheese. Not the worst option. I ate it and gave his hand an approving lick. Great taste, thanks. At one point, they began singing a song about dogs. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Frank is a good boy. Everyone laughed and clapped. I felt like a real star. I wish my friends from the park could see me now, I thought with a smile. Then we decided to take a walk along the shore. My owner told me stories from his childhood about how he used to come to this beach with his parents. You know, Frank, life passes so quickly. When I was a kid, it felt like summer would never end. But now, time flies by unnoticed. I listened carefully, understanding how important these moments were to him. But thanks to you, I feel like a kid again, he added, petting my head. I felt warmth inside. I'm glad I can make you happy, I thought. The shore was littered with seashells and starfish. I got curious and started examining them. Some were brightly colored, others had strange shapes. Look how beautiful, my owner said, picking up a large shell. Maybe we should take it home as a souvenir, I barked approvingly. Great idea. It'll be our trophy. Suddenly I noticed a man nearby yelling and waving his arms. His little dog had swum too far out and couldn't get back. Without hesitation, I dashed into the water. Frank, where are you going? My owner shouted, but I was already on my way. I swam with all my might to the little dog, who was struggling in the water. Hold on, little buddy! I mentally cheered him on. When I reached him, he looked scared. I turned my back to him, and he grabbed onto me. Together, we made it back to the shore. The man ran up to us, petting me gratefully. Thank you, you saved my dog. His eyes were full of tears. My owner walked up to me and proudly said, This is my Frank. He's always ready to help. I felt like a real hero. Well, who said bulldogs can't be rescuers? After the event, a crowd gathered around us. Everyone praised me and took pictures. You should send him to a heroic dog competition, said a woman. My owner smiled. He's already a champion to me. We returned to our spot, and my owner pulled out a special treat for me, a big, juicy piece of meat. You've earned this, my hero. I devoured it with great pleasure. If I get fed like this after every rescue, I'll be ready to save everyone, I thought with a smile. The evening drew near, and the sky started to take on incredible shades. The sun slowly set behind the horizon, making it look like the sea was on fire. We sat together, enjoying the view. This is the most beautiful sunset I've ever seen, my owner said. I agree, I thought, feeling the wind gently ruffle my fur. At that moment, a little girl came up to me. Can I pet your dog? She asked my owner. Of course, he loves attention. She gently petted my head and said, You're such a good boy. Thank you for making this world a better place. I was deeply touched. How nice to receive such feedback. As darkness fell, lights lit up on the beach. People built bonfires, sang songs, and set off fireworks. We decided to stay a little longer. My owner bought me a glowing collar. So you can be the brightest dog on the beach, he joked. I ran around, drawing everyone's attention. The kids tried to catch me, and I played tag with them. At one point, I noticed my owner talking to a woman. She was smiling at him, and they seemed very engaged in the conversation. Maybe he'll make a new friend, I thought with curiosity. I walked up to them, and the woman petted me. Is this your dog? He's just wonderful. Yes, this is my Frank. We're having a great time today. I felt a spark between them. Well, maybe our family will grow soon, I thought with a grin. It was time to head home. We said goodbye to all our new friends and headed to the car. On the way, my owner looked thoughtful. You know, Frank, sometimes life throws us amazing surprises. Today was one of those days. I looked at him understandingly. Yes, and I'm glad we shared it together. In the car, I quickly fell asleep, tired from all the adventures. I dreamed of waves, sand, music, and new friends. I felt like the happiest bulldog in the world. The next day, I woke up to my owner talking on the phone. Yes, we can meet tonight. Great, see you then. I walked up to him and looked at him questioningly. Frank, remember that woman from the beach? we decided to meet again. I wagged my tail happily. Now that's news. In the evening, we went to the park, where they were waiting for us. She came with her dog, a cute Spitz named Luna. "Hi, Frank," she greeted. Luna came up to me and said, "Nice to meet you. I heard you're a hero." I shyly replied, "Well, I just did what I had to do." We started playing while our owners chatted on the bench. That's how our new friendship began. We started spending more time together, and our group grew. I was happy to see my owner becoming happier. Looks like our family really is growing, I thought with a smile. A few weeks later, my owner said to me, "Frank, I've got news for you. We're moving closer to the beach. Now we can go there every day." I couldn't believe my ears. That's a dream come true. We moved into a small house with an ocean view. Luna and her owner became our neighbors. Life became even brighter and more exciting. Every day, we walked on the beach, met up with friends, had picnics, and even started surfing. Yes, you heard that right. My owner and I became real surfers. Of course, I had a special life vest and a board that was just right for dogs. It was unforgettable. Waves, speed, wind in my ears, it felt like flying. One day, at a surfing competition for dogs, we took first place. My owner was over the moon with joy. "We're a team, Frank. You're the best." I felt that our bond had grown even stronger. "Yes, we're a real team," I agreed. Life on the beach opened up many new things for us. We learned to enjoy every moment, appreciate simple joys, and be grateful for everything we had. I realized that the most important thing is being with the ones you love and making them happy. Looking back, I think about how one day at the beach changed our lives. If we hadn't decided to take that trip, none of this might have happened. But fate brought us together with amazing people and gave us new opportunities. Now I can confidently say that a dog's life isn't just about lying on a rug and waiting for your food. It's about adventures, friends, love, and endless possibilities. And I'm thankful to my owner for sharing this with me. If you ever see a bulldog at the beach riding a board or helping kids build sandcastles, it might just be me, Frank. Come up, say hi, and maybe our story will inspire new adventures in your life.